Robert Kiyosaki says, prepare for hyperinflation. I say, it's coming, but hold off. Not just yet. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. My name's DaVinci Jeremy. You know how I am, 5x5, right? As always, hope you're doing well. We're going to be talking about, hyperinflation and a few other things. And then we're actually going on to the TA for today and what we can see in the charts. It's going to surprise you, actually. Very shocking, right? I looked at the charts today, zoomed out, when in doubt, zoom out, and man, I saw something. And I want to share that with you. Okay. So make sure you watch all the way to the end and hit the like button, subscribe, right? And the bell button. Don't forget that as well, right? So you'll be notified when I post a new video. And let's get on with it and make sure you actually sign up. Like, you know what? I need to go over this with my staff. They already signed up to OKX. I want them to go on to the next step, right? Do the KYC, buy some Bitcoin from OKX here. Hopefully you're doing that as well because you've opened up your first account. Now it's time to learn how to buy, or at least do the KYC, get your ID together and do the KYC because, hey, you need to let them know who you are because government needs to know how much crypto you've got. All right, moving on. If you need some help with this or sign and you want me to help you walk you through the setup, whatever, you can sign up for a 20-minute with DaVinci J15 video, or we can even have lunch together. So check that out. The links are in the description below, right? For that. Okay. Robert Kiyosaki says, prepare for hyperinflation. Sees Bitcoin as the best protection. I agree. Bitcoin is the best protection, 100%. Make sure you take it off the exchange once you buy it on the OKX or any other exchange. But yes, it is the best protection. Rich Dad, Poor Dad author Robert Kiyosaki has urged investors to prepare for hyperinflation, emphasizing that Bitcoin is your best protection. He perceives cryptocurrencies as people's money, the value of which cannot be controlled by governments. Yeah. The governments will beg to differ. Yesterday's video at Carl the Moon's house, or his moon base, actually. I talked about how, what they're doing there with the Binance, right? And I told you guys yesterday too, right? That they're probably going to put somebody in place that's going to actually, do what CZ was not willing to do. What's that? Use customer funds. Oh my gosh. It's clear that CZ's Binance is not using customer funds because, they were under a serious amount of pressure. Lots of people are withdrawing, and yet they have no problems filling every withdrawal. With that said, right, you're like, well, how could they get away with that? How could the new CEO get away with it? Wouldn't he go to jail? Well, if he was smart, he would, sign proper contracts with the Federal Reserve to make sure that, if, there's not enough Bitcoin, you guys get paid dollars, right? Because, hey, they make that stuff for free. Okay, so I would say if anyone who plans to protect their wealth is a conspiracy theorist. If you planned to protect yourself, right? You go, okay, I'm going to buy gold instead of like saving in the stock market. You conspired, but hey, that's a conspiracy theory. Or let's do it because conspiracies need more than one person. So let's just go with if you have a corporation and you plan to come up with a brilliant marketing plan where you put a bunch of cans of empty Red Bulls at different clubs, nightclubs, perceive that people are buying your drinks. That's just conspiracy theory. That's just crazy. It's not brilliant marketing, so you can make more money. It's insane. Oh my gosh. So guys, if you have a printing press and the ability to make everybody a slave, wouldn't you do something to ensure that everybody remains a slave? I don't know. You might want to do that. Just saying, right? And you want to be able to protect that. And the best way to do that is to make sure that Bitcoin doesn't, go up in value, because it shows that you are doing something wrong with your paper money. Okay, so the renowned author proceeded to recommend the study Germany and Zimbabwe's hyperinflation and prepare. Nothing that food will always be valuable as will guns, gold, silver, he stressed. Okay, yes, this is all true. Yeah, you know what? The hyperinflation in Germany and Zimbabwe are something you should study, but keep in mind this hyperinflation will be slightly different. So just keep that in mind. Okay, let's go on to the charts. And wow, look at that. Bitcoin has bounced all the way up to above its broken trend line, which, I told you that it was looking good. And yeah, we bounced up. But what I've noticed is that if we zoom out, right, when in doubt, zoom out, we haven't had the Bollinger Bands really tighten up yet on the daily. I think we need a little bit of tightening on the Bollinger Bands, right? A little bit more tightening before we can say, yeah, this thing's ready to rock and roll to the next step. Same with on the 4 hour. I mean, it is a little bit tighter but it's not like this. It's not like, it's not like squeezing about to squeeze out a diamond. Tight. Yeah. So yeah, we're looking for that, right? That kind of tightness in the 4 hour, so we can see some fireworks happening. Also on Ethereum, it's the same thing. The daily, right? Again, 4 hour is not tight. There's not. The top and bottom bands are not close together. Looking at the daily, we are, bouncing off the EMA ribbons. I would expect this thing to be really, really tight before we actually break out. Looking at the 4 hour, right? You can see that we're probably just bouncing off of the top of this trend line. Can Ethereum break above it and continue going higher? Probably, because yesterday at Carl's Moonbase, we agreed that, hey, you know what? One, there's a head and shoulders pattern that started already, that broke out right here. This is one shoulder. This is the head and the other shoulder, and now we've broken out from that. And so the target, right, is approximately just above that, around the $2,200 level. Wouldn't be surprised if we pump up here and then break down. So looking for something like that in the next little while. Yeah, we will see if that happens. So if you want to trade it, you can at Bybit or okx.davincij15.com. Links are in the description below. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Make sure you just buy some Bitcoin and put it away. That's all you need to do. And don't worry about all the rest of it, because, hey, you know what? They can only manipulate the situation for a little while, and then you can buy all the Bitcoin whilst they do. Cheers.